Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something, well, pretty relatable, I think. A home improvement scenario.
Mm-hmm.
On the surface, it looks like it's just about, tools, garden tools
But
specifically.
it's really about more than that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It gets into how we make decisions as consumers.
Exactly. And what makes a deal, like actually a good deal?
Right.
So, our source for this is a section from a blog post, Notes on Home Improvement, Part 95.
Okay.
It's by someone named Ang, published today, July 12th, 2025. And the specific bit is called Electric Leaf Blowers, a practical assessment.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission really is to unpack how Ang handled this pretty common dilemma.
Like, should I buy this thing or not?
Yeah. And what lessons we can pull out about balancing what we think we need versus actual use.
And maybe when fancy tech isn't always the most practical answer.
Precisely.
And, what I find really fascinating here isn't just the leaf blowers themselves. It's on topic, sure.
Uh-huh.
But it's the decision process. That moment you're considering a new tool for your home.
That internal debate.
Exactly. This seemingly small choice, it actually reveals a lot about how we balance perceived needs against real utility.
And personal benefit too, right? What works for you?
Absolutely. It's a window into evaluating purchases, especially when, tempting offer kind of throws you off your usual thinking.
Okay, so let's get into Ang's story then. It starts pretty simply. A trip to the hardware store.
The usual Saturday morning, perhaps?
Could be. Ang needed a replacement soldering gun, so a very specific, focused mission.
Been there, in and out, or so you think.
Right. Because, as always happens in those places, something else catches the eye.
Ah, the danger zones, the aisles.
Totally. In this case, two models of electric leaf blowers.
Okay, so not on the original shopping list.
Not at all. And here's the kicker, the real hook.
Uh-huh.
Both were on an introductory promotion, half their usual cost.
Ooh, okay. 50% off. That's
Uh-huh.
tempting.
Super tempting. It's that classic unplanned discovery, isn't it?
Right.
The kind that can send you down a whole new path.
Yeah, and that immediately flags a big question, right? How much power do these unexpected deals really have over our thinking?
A lot, seemingly. Ang even says they were certainly tempted to explore this type of gardening equipment, especially with such a deal.
Right. It's almost like the discount itself creates a need, or at least the perception of one.
Yeah, a need that just wasn't there 5 minutes earlier when they walked in for the soldering gun.
It's like what behavioral economists sometimes talk about, the anchoring effect.
Explain that a bit.
Well, the idea is that the original higher price acts as an anchor in your mind. So when you see the discounted price, it looks incredibly good by comparison.
Even if you never intended to buy that item in the first place.
Exactly. The deal itself becomes the main attraction, not necessarily the item's actual value to you.
That makes sense. That half price tag is a strong psychological nudge. It's like it whispers, think of the savings.
It really does. But, and this is the key part of Ang's story, they didn't just grab one.
No, they paused. Which honestly is the most insightful bit here.
That moment of reflection,
Yeah.
crucial.
Yeah. Aang actually stopped and considered their actual needs and, importantly, the size of the area they'd be clearing.
So moving beyond just the price tag.
Right. Looking at the context. How would this tool actually fit into their life, their yard?
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, Ang's thought process shifts, doesn't it? From that initial, ooh, a bargain, temptation.
To something more practical.
Yeah, to, okay, wait, what do I actually need for my specific situation? Is this even the right tool for the job I have?
That kind of critical self-check, it's so important for avoiding impulse buys, right?
Yeah.
Things that end up gathering dust.
Definitely. We've all got something like that in the garage or closet.
Oh, absolutely.
And look, this isn't saying electric leaf blowers are bad. Not at all.
No, of course not.
For someone with, say, a huge yard, tons of trees, dropping leaves everywhere.
Or maybe someone who finds raking physically difficult.
Precisely. For those situations, an electric blower, it can be a total game changer, a lifesaver even.
It's just about matching the tool to the actual task.
Yes, not just matching it to the discount sticker.
So after Aang did that self-assessment, considered their yard, their needs, what was the verdict?
Well, the conclusion was pretty clear-cut, actually.
What did they decide?
Aang determined that a good old plastic leaf rake would be far more economical.
Okay, economy makes sense.
And frankly, a healthier choice for them.
Ah, okay. That's interesting. Healthier.
Yeah, it's quite a statement, isn't it? Pushing back against the shiny new tech, the amazing bargain.
In favor of the super simple traditional tool, the rake won.
And that dual reasoning is what's fascinating. Economy and health.
Let's break that down. The economy part seems obvious. A plastic rake costs what? A fraction of even a half-price blower?
Oh, absolutely. Much cheaper upfront.
Yeah.
But also, think longer term. No electricity needed.
No batteries to charge or replace.
No real maintenance besides maybe, I don't know, a new handle eventually if you're really rough with it.
And no noise pollution, which your neighbors probably appreciate.
A definite plus. And then there's the healthier choice part.
Yeah, tell me more about that angle.
Well, it's that often overlooked benefit of, manual labor. Raking is physical activity.
Gets the heart rate up a bit. Uses different muscles.
Exactly. It contributes to your overall well-being. It's actually a decent workout if you have a fair few leaves.
I hadn't really thought of it that way, but you're right.
And you could even argue, maybe, that it keeps you more connected to the task, to your yard, the season.
Compared to just blasting it all away with a machine.
Perhaps. Something a powered tool can sometimes sort of distance you from.
Okay, so pulling this all together, what's the core takeaway here from Aang's experience for you listening?
I think it really highlights how important it is to just pause.
Before you buy, even if it looks like an amazing deal.
Especially then, maybe, pause and really think, what are my actual needs here?
Consider the specifics, like the size of your yard in this case.
Look at the whole picture. The cost, yes, but also the utility, the long-term economy.
And even your own well-being, like that healthier choice aspect.
Yeah. So Aang, faced with these two electric leaf blowers, half price, great introductory offer,
Walked away from them.
walked away, and concluded that a simple plastic leaf rake was better, more economical, healthier, more practical for them.
It's a great reminder, really.
It really is.
Mhm.
Aang choosing that basic traditional rake, even with the lure of new tech in a bargain. It underlines a valuable lesson, I think.
About practical solutions.
Yeah, and about the idea of enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best tool, the most sustainable one, the most beneficial one.
Is the simple one that's been around forever.
Exactly. It nudges us to look past the shiny new thing, the flashing discount sign.
And ask if it truly fits our real needs and maybe even our values.
Well said.
Yeah.
Choosing simplicity sometimes holds real wisdom.
Okay, so here's something to think about as you go about your day. Consider a recent tempting purchase you came across.
Could be anything. A gadget, some new equipment, maybe even clothes.
Did you really stop and assess your actual needs? The specifics of how you'd use it, like the size of the area for Aang.
Or did you consider those perhaps simpler or healthier choice alternatives?
What simple solutions, maybe ones you've overlooked, might actually serve your daily life better, even if they don't come with that big, flashing 50% off F sign? Something to mull over.